meron lang akong ipakita sa inyo na isa sa pinakamagandang nagawa ko para sa Pilipinas. At ito'y isang project noon sa Bicol. At tapos na yung airport nila. Masabi ko mas hindi nakakalahati ang Davao. Talagang maganda. I think next to Cebu, itong Bicol International Airport sa Naga ang pinaka maganda. Contactless. Kaya mo lang doon yung sa i-enter mo yung binigay na number sa iyo. I-text mo lang, lalabas yung arrival, departure o arrival departure card and or cards whether departure or not, mga anong kailangan mo sa airport, yan lang ang lalabas. At the background of that airport is the Mayon volcano. Makikita mo ang Mayon volcano doon sa airport mismo. Napakaganda. I'd like to commend to God for the splendid work that he has done. Kaya lang sayang ayaw niyang tumakbo ng senador. Kumpletuhin lang daw niya yung projects niya, tapos pareho kami siguro mag-retire. Sabay-sabay kami.
The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Severe tropical storm Maring brought heavy rain and massive flooding to parts of northern Luzon last night. One of the areas badly hit by the tropical cyclone is Cagayan. And to give us the latest situation on the ground, we now have with us on the line Cagayan PDRRMO head, Mr. Darwin Sacramed. Good afternoon, Darwin. First off, could you tell us about the weather there right now? Have things improved?
Hi, Sir Charles. Good afternoon. Yes, the weather in the province of Cagayan has significantly improved, and the tropical storm Maring is already out of the responsibility of the province of Cagayan, and the flooding has subsided. We are already shifting from the response efforts to relief and rehabilitation efforts, and right now our people are also conducting the rapid needs assessment. And based on our assessment, we were able we have an initial assessment, damage assessment of 4 million pesos for our crops and 353,000 pesos for our livestock. On the evacuation centers, out of the 791 families that were inside the evacuation centers, we only have 43 families right now from the municipalities of Pharmally-like and Santa Teresita, Charles.
All right, Sir Darwin, has the flood receded in most parts of Cagayan, and is anybody still in immediate danger?
As of now, we are thankful that the flooding has receded already.
Right. Could you tell us whether the residents were given prior notification about the possible effects of STS Maring at the time that it happened?
Yes, Sir Charles, we have 2 to 3 meetings on the pre-disaster risk assessment, and part of the risk assessment meeting were the inclusion of our municipal disaster risk management officers so that they can inform our constituents in the ground. And also part of our information and education campaign is the disseminations in our pages in the Cagayan Provincial Information Office. And what we expect, we did not expect, is the flooding in the town of Bugay, where they said it's the first time that 4 barangays in this area, which has not been flooded for the past years, it was the first time because of flash flood. Ito pong bayan, apat po na barangay dito po sa bayan ng Bugay ay naka-experience po ng flash flood.
All right, Sir Darwin, are rescue operations still ongoing, and do we have any reported casualties or injuries following severe tropical storm?
We are already shifted to relief and rehabilitation efforts, Sir Charles. Unfortunately, we have one casualty in the name of Pedro Taquilan. He is a security guard in the Philippine Ports Authority in the town of Cagayan. He was inspecting his area when he was hit by a strong wave, and he got drowned. He was rushed in the hospital, unfortunately dead on arrival.
All right, thank you for those updates, and do stay safe. That was Colonel Darwin Sacramed, head of the Cagayan Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office. Severe tropical storm Maring is about to exit the Philippine area of responsibility today. However, tropical cyclone wind signal number 2 is still hoisted over parts of northern Luzon. This includes Batanes, Cagayan, the Babuyan Islands, and the northern portion of Isabela. The same goes for Apayao, Kalinga, Mountain Province, Abra, Ilocos Norte, and Ilocos Sur. Signal number 1 is also raised over other parts of northern Luzon. The complete list of areas under signal number 1 are now flashed on your screens. Severe tropical storm Maring will still bring intense rainfall over Ilocos, Benguet, Ifugao, Abra, and Mountain Province. It was last spotted around 315 kilometers west of Calayan, Cagayan. Severe tropical storm Maring will continue to move westward over the West Philippine Sea and could make landfall in Hainan, China tomorrow evening. But Pag-asa warns that minimal to moderate storm surges may still occur in parts of Cagayan and Ilocos Norte within the next 24 hours. We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Just around a month after the probe into the Health Department's alleged misuse of COVID-19 funds began, senators have trained their sights on the Social Welfare Department, which, like the DOH, awarded a little-known company billions in contracts. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez gives us the front seat to the story.
Is a Pharmally-like scandal brewing at the Department of Social Welfare and Development? That's what senators wanted to know when they grilled the agency for awarding the rollout of 50 billion pesos worth of ayuda to a nearly bankrupt company.
May mga nagmanipula na gamitin ng StarPay na isang naluluging kumpanya. Ipinagkatiwalaan ng 52 billion pesos pondo ng gobyerno kahit na nagdeklarang lugi ito ng 26 million peso noong 2019. Maliwanag na mayroong nakinabang sa pondo na para sana sa ayuda.
The company in question is StarPay, an e-wallet provider which Pacquiao claimed had a paid-up capital of only 62,000 pesos. StarPay has already denied this, saying they have capital of at least 100 million pesos. Still, senators call it a never-heard-of brand and question why DSWD didn't just go with more established players like GCash or PayMaya.
Ang tanong dito ito ba Pharmally ng DSWD o hindi? Kumpanyang nalugi at ngayon ay may 50 billion na nilaan na pondo para sa kanilang operations habang Meron naman 42 million subscribers ang GCash.
At tingin ko, Madam Chair, mas mahigit pa ito sa Pharmally-like.
DSWD Secretary Rolly Bautista explained they sought help from the Bangko Sentral in choosing the e-wallet providers.
Nagkaroon po tayo ng BOA, ang DSWD, with the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Ang kinalabasan din po noon ay yung terms of reference na ito po yung kasunduan sa ating mga financial service providers.
Pacquiao, who first made the expose on StarPay in July, claimed it failed to fully disburse the cash aid. He said that while it got the contract to serve 7 million beneficiaries, only 800,000 downloaded its app. In defense, DSWD said the rest of the ayuda were given out manually. Meanwhile, Senator Ping Lacson pointed out the agency's poor planning is what caused delays in the ayuda distribution. It wasn't until they started distributing that they found out nearly 70% of the beneficiaries have either no phones or wrong numbers on record.
Sa halip na meron tayong magandang pagpaplano na inalam muna natin kung ilan yung talagang mayroong capability na gumamit ng mobile phones, nahuli tayo. Nalaman lang natin nung nagdi-distribute na.
The Senate Finance Committee has asked DSWD to submit a report detailing where the pandemic aid last year went. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
The Interior Department says it's likely for Metro Manila to see an easing of its quarantine status to alert level 3 by Saturday, October 16. DILG Undersecretary Epemaco Dinsing told Radyo 5's Filon that all the criteria for a downgrade of alert level has already been met. These include the drop in COVID-19 cases and the decrease in hospital utilization to the 50 to 60% level. Dinsing also notes that the alert level system may also be implemented in regions outside the metro, with some areas like Biliran already qualified for alert level 1. As for Metro Manila, Dinsing notes that the local government units have already expressed their all-out support for a downgrade to alert level 3. New guidelines will be announced after the IATF's meeting tomorrow.
Sila ang agresibong nagkukumbinsi na ibaba na sa alert level 3 weeks ago. No? Kaya nga gusto nilang baguhin sana yung criteria at binabanggit nga nila na 26% ng mga pasyente ay hindi taga-NCR. Base sa aming paglilibot, sabi ko nasa 80% sumusunod talaga yung mga tao na lumalabas na ngayon.
Here's a quick look at some of today's headlines. Parts of Northern Luzon were flooded due to severe tropical storm Maring. Transport groups are asking for a fare hike as another big-time oil price increase takes effect today. And the government names the 8 hospitals that are set to participate in the pilot run, pediatric vaccinations against COVID-19. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 1 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.